under this cover hides something of ours, native, developed by Russian engineers. This something is intended to replace analog's most top brands in building home theaters. This product, according to many authoritative hi-fi specialists, offers maximum quality for a reasonable price. Is it really so? Let's check together as always. And at the end of the video, we'll also open them up and see for ourselves if everything is made well. So stay with us and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Voila! These are not just any acoustic systems, but ones for professional use, and their essence, appearance and characteristics speak to that. Let's examine them from all sides and start, as always, with the design and build quality. The acoustics are two-way, and this disappoints me a little. I prefer three-way systems both in music and in movies, as they reproduce the full range of frequencies and do so delicately and expressively. But we are leaning towards home theater, so it's forgivable. If there is no skimping on the subwoofer and processor, then the latter should seamlessly deliver the soundtrack to the acoustics and bass machine. Our heroes reproduce the lows from 55 Hz, which is generally fine. This is of course not KEF reference with their 32 Hz, but it's still nice that once again our company did not succumb to marketing hysteria and indicated a quite reasonable lower limit. And judging by this performance, they might have even understated the specifications, because we have a 10-inch driver here, just like in the subs. The upper limit is set at 19 kHz, which again, you are unlikely to hear such high frequencies unless you are a Marvel Universe hero, a child, or perhaps the third option. You have bat genes and can hear all the ultrasounds. Of course, if you are such an individual, then these speakers are not suitable for you at all, my friends. The speakers are 8 ohm. Designed so that almost any amplifier or receiver can drive them. And importantly, they have very good sensitivity. Specifically 97 decibels, which collectively means that even when connected to a mid-range device, they will be able to deliver extremely high sound pressure. According to the specifications, 125 decibels, which meets the main standards for home theaters. Each weighs 15 kilograms. Many floor-standing speakers are lighter than ours. Truly 15D than our heroes. Well, let's open them up and see what's inside. What our Russian native beloved engineers at TO have prepared. Do you feel the power? I just ran a knife over it and the surface didn't get scratched. And why is that? It's all because, friends, this is a professional item, and pay attention to its coating. You can scratch it, you can hit it, you can probably even drop it, and it will be fine. However, the fact that our grills are not on magnets is of course a downside in my opinion, because any acoustics should be on magnets, but not. By the way, the horn tweeter feels a bit rough to the touch. I understand that this is again a design idea, where the high frequencies that come out of it should somehow cling to this surface a little, and perhaps produce a clearer sound. What do you think, friends? I will definitely write to the Premiere and ask. The bass reflex port is quite deep. You know, it reminds me, I felt some nice foam in there. I hope no one grabs my hand and tries to drag me into this little speaker. Who knows? Maybe someone has settled in there after all. They look good, and maybe some little mouse climbed in there, outside. The speaker is of good quality. There are no complaints about it. You know, it reminds me of the implementation by Tonewin. I wonder if they are assembled in the same factory or not, because, well, everything is made well and inexpensively. At the back we naturally have the mounts. You can easily hang them up, but in principle, that's what they are designed for, because placing them on the floor is not such a great idea. You know that the tweeters should be at ear level, so you'll have to crouch down if you place them on the floor. And also pay attention to the fact that the terminals are made very, very well. I know of acoustics that are much more expensive and have much cheaper co-op terminals. And again, a nice little detail, but all the specifications are listed. Please, the model. Maximum power, specifically 300 watts. Imagine you can feed them a whole 300 watts, and theoretically they should handle it smoothly and deliver all sound frequencies to your lovely golden ears. The unboxing was successful, and we see, ta-da! Look! Well, personally I am proud of the Premiere, of our guys that they designed and made such acoustic systems. I take this speaker and I'll say this, it weighs more than the speaker in the Tonewin Subwoofer, friends. As for this one, I'm not even mentioning it, it's 3 times more, so it might even weigh 4 times more than the Tonewin's low frequency driver. Just like that, friends. And these speakers are meant, so to speak, to work in your home theater. This is not a subwoofer. This is not a bass machine for you. But what a fundamental approach. Cool, cool. And inside, take a look. The walls are multi-layered. The phase inverter port is made originally. At the back, again, you see, everything is lined with acoustic foam, again, of high quality. I have nothing to criticize here. Moreover, an additional point in the piggy bank, the Premiere. These are the cables, their thickness deserves respect. And let's take another look at this speaker. Let me show it to you from all sides. The spider is beautiful, almost made of Kevlar in color. No, just kidding, of course. What Kevlar? Fundamentally, you can fundamentally see here the texture. Well, friends, the verdict, I'll say this. I have heard these speakers at the Hi-Fi High-End exhibition show. There was a separate home theater. The guys did everything with Premiere acoustics. They had subs as well. And accordingly, this wall-mounted acoustics. How everything played. Well, you know, the sound was excellent. I know many systems that cost much more expensive than our heroes, and they play worse, really worse. So, don't be embarrassed that it's a Russian brand. It's time to get used to the fact that we have learned to make good things for not much money. Yes, because competitors, as a rule, cost much more. Plus the model range is quite extensive, completely free from sanctions because there are no threats of any bans. This is our brand. I was left satisfied with what I saw, and please write in the comments what you think. It's about the fact that our guys are making things like this. The cherry on top, friends. I've been making home theaters for a very long time. So if you want something serious at your home, in a cottage, or to sound a restaurant, cafe, contact us, come, call, write. I'm always happy to help and do everything as well as possible. Also, please give a like, write a comment, a reasonable good comment. And I will also say thank you. Sincerely grateful that you watched the video to the end. Always. Yours, Chirkov Rodion, Droidland.